Yeah.
Sure. Well, you talk about tier list picking. I'm actually curious how much of champs like for bot lane, this goes to both of you, is about your preconceived notions of what you think is just good. How much is, well, it's going to fit our comp, and how much of it really matters what your opponents have picked?
In my opinion, you should pick the best champ for the team comp as long as you can survive lane phase. Like you want to pick like something that can survive lane phase, but also something that's good out of lane phase. Like not just the best laner every game, but at least make sure you can not like fall too far behind, lose tower in laning phase, and then just pick the best team fighter or, you know, the pusher or whatever you need engage tool. So
yeah, pretty much.
Caitlyn, the best bot laner you think? It's being banned pretty frequently by TSM right here.
For sure.
I think it's also one of UOL's like big picks too.
Yeah,
sure.
I agree. It's just too strong. It wins every lane. You can lane with Braum, Tamkench, no problem. Win every lane phase. You have good scaling. You have like team fights. You have trap sieging for Nashers, Drakes. It's too good.
Certainly a very strong.
Is she getting nerfed anytime soon?
Yeah, actually, she's losing 2% attack speed per level in 7.14.
Does that matter? Or
so, well, she's going from 4% to 2% attack speed per level, so it's pretty meaningful. We'll see. I mean, it's gonna just hurt her late game a little bit. How much are you willing to blind pick bot laners? Because you have to blind pick something, obviously.
Well, Unicorn's just gonna pick Rakan here.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's how they do it.
Is that an issue for you, or are you happy with that?
I think it's pretty good. Also, TSM has not picked any champs bot lane yet, so I'll probably see a Braum or Tamkench from TSM here. That's the most common into Rakan to pick a tank support. And there's the Braum. Biofrost loves the Braum as well. It's good against Rakan. They picked Lucian earlier against Rakan. I think champs with dashes are pretty good against Rakan. You can dodge the Rakan's W until he gets level 6, of course. Sure. So we might see a ban of like Lucian, maybe something else that has a dash.
Yeah, last time they played Lucian and they kind of crushed like this lane in the game, and I don't like Rakan for that reason. I think it's there's too many picks that you can pick into it, but that's also because I love tech supports. I know like all the matchups with that, so I'm expecting TSM to be able to pick something that will just crush this lane, being that they kind of blind picked it early with no real bans for AD carry or support.
I think the real problem here is the blind pick part of the Rakan. You don't really pick it blind into anything, and here you get into a Braum which just counters Rakan. I think you can't win lane hard enough. Rakan is so much better against like Lulu or Karma or Thresh or something you can actually kill in lane or level 6 better.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, no one's even playing those champions this tournament, so it makes it really, really hard for them to like blind pick it. I think they're just like really confident that they can make the plays using Rakan. Like Rakan's such an awesome champion for the mid and late game, but his early game can be nullified by having a good Braum play.
Yeah, I agree. And we see probably a Tristana ban here and a Lucian ban, I could imagine, is coming up.
Right.
Those champs have dashes. You can actually jump out of Rakan's W with Tristana if you do it right. You have to wait until it hits you first. It's kind of like Blitzcrank hook. You can dodge it if you do it correctly, but it's not so easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, champs with dashes are good against Rakan and Xayah, I think. Might also get Lucian ban here after this. It's the pocket pick, of course.
And is that just mostly for laning phase, or is there any special composition reasons you'd want to go for that?
Well, when playing against AShe Varos, you feel like you can actually kill them at like some point, but they have Braum as well, so it's harder. But generally, when you play like Rakan, you want to play against something that's not mobile, like Lucian or Tristana, because they can jump away and just survive, you know. But AShe Varos or something else immobile can't do that, so you want to pinch the pool a little bit here. Also, Unicorns didn't pick, TSM didn't pick AD carry yet, so they didn't have free bans for AD carry role.
Yep. Putting a Kassadin ban as well in there. LeBlanc is still up. I mean, maybe there's a chance he picks that one up. I'm kind of curious to see what the Kassadin ban even means.
Funny, Unicorns banned Kassadin.
Yeah, they won with it. I think more than once. Like, it was actually pretty good for them, and I don't remember seeing Bjergsen play Kassadin in a while. So you guys are thinking pretty heavily it's going to be Lucian. We'll see what he actually goes for. LeBlanc actually gets...
pick AD.
Yeah, I think they just kind of gave him the LeBlanc by banning Kassadin away. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out why like they banned the Kassadin, and they're thinking like pretty much the mid lane picks this tournament has been a lot of Syndra, Kassadin, Vlad against like the Syndra, and like just like it was Corki and LeBlanc too. Those are the two ones.
Oh, the Ryze! Oh man.
Ryze. Oh yeah, Ryze is actually really good against LeBlanc apparently. That's like the matchup that people like to go for, but nobody really plays Ryze, so it's kind of hard.
I'm hoping he'll pick Vladimir instead.
Samux is like 80% of all Ryze picks this split worldwide.
Yeah, no,
there's like 2 Ryze picks that aren't him. Yeah.
But when Hoop did play Ryze against LeBlanc, I remember that being a really good matchup for the Ryze.
It used to, yeah.
Yeah, is it different now? I don't really know. I mean, I imagine Ryze just got nerfed.
Ryze got nerfed.
Yeah, so I guess it makes it hard.
Oh, Kha'Zix is also not bad against Rakan. Not the best, but I think it's a pretty good pick.
Right. I was thinking like, Kha'Zix is one of those champions that it's like, if you can dodge the Rakan, pretty much all the champions is like dependent if you can dodge W. It's really hard on Kha'Zix because you don't really have control as easily as like a Lucian or like Tristana, but It's definitely not bad.
So you hate this Ashe pick, basically.
I think it's fine.
I think it's a good pick.
You were talking a long time about like, oh, you have to be mobile or whatever, right? Like we've heard a lot. So I want to go to Xpecial then, because again, you said a lot about playing Ashe here. So
I mean, like,
why do you like it?
I agree with Zven. It's actually hard. But with Braum, I feel like it's not that hard. Like, you can block this stuff. You can tank it even. Like, the Rakan's not going to be able to kill you pre-6. Only issue is after 6 and you get one shot. But even then, Braum's like quick on his fingers. You can, as long as you don't both get hit, you're fine.
If Braum is good, he can use his shield, wall, and then jump to the AD carry. And then he gets jump, but he still has his shield up. So he blocks all the feathers. And then Xayah can't draw all the feathers back to the Braum. So you can always run away. But I like Ashe pick anyways. It's just less fun to watch. Watch Kalista or Lucian, you know, something more explosive. But I think Ashe is fine against Xayah. You outrange him. You have the volley. Level 6, you have a little bit of a problem. You cannot arrow
she ults
Xayah. She has ult. And Rakan has a 1k range dash 2 times.
Yep.
So
pretty good to dodge
you have the arrow in your lane phase so easily. There's maybe going to be a cleanse in the mid lane as well. So Ashe is not so easy to pick against those champions. There's a jungler that can buy Mikhails as well. So it feels like you don't have anyone to arrow, so I will prefer something else that is more like, you know, Kalista or something like
the solution. As you were saying.
Maybe that's last pick too. Like, usually you kind of want to pick a champion that can do really well against the whole comp. So I would have liked the Kalista there, but it might just be they don't play as much Kalista. It's one of those comfort picks, and being like,
I agree.
They've been doing well with Ashe. There's no reason to switch off it.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, they did actually lose a game 2 Unicorns playing Ashe. It was actually the Vladimir game, and you kind of got in the back line. Now there's no Vlad here.
Choose Barrier as well, so
Barrier Ryze.
Maybe DoubleLift knew he was going to choose Barrier, and
he's psychic.
I mean, he has a lot of arrow success with just like bombard into mid lane and just gets a kill there, and it works for him. So
absolutely. I mean, we'll see how it comes
in. That's what they're aiming for.
I mean, I think in this situation, like, there's only 2 or 3 picks that were actually good for the AD carry there. It's either the Ashe, Varus, or Kalista. And
Varus hasn't been picked one time this tournament yet.
Hasn't?
Not a single time.
Oh.
What do you like so much about Varus? I've actually kind of fallen out of love with him. I think like Tristana and Caitlyn, all these things are stronger. So I mean,
I think Varus is kind of like Ashe. He has engage. He has less range when he's engaged, but his teamfight is better in my opinion than Ashe's. His ult is 2 seconds immobilized on everyone. In this kind of teamfight where you have Braum, Gnar, Kha'Zix, you can hit a lot of people with it. Or against Unicorns, you have like so much melee champions or like low range champions. There's a good chance to hit everyone with your ult. So he's a fair team fighter versus a weaker engage technically, but I think generally EU AD carries don't like Varus or Ashe because they're like team player champions and they just like want to carry the game.
No Galio mid, no Varus Ashe.
Exactly.
I gotta carry.
We don't like tanks. I mean, in this game there's tanks, but generally we like our carries. We don't like carry ourselves. We don't like Ashe, Varus, or Jhin. We like Xayah. We like Tristana. Some cannon.
I do too. Some cannon. A lot of cannon.
Yeah, a lot of them. Actually, that was really weird that that UOL kind of picked both their ball in early, and it wasn't even the Thresh, it wasn't like the Twitch. Like, that's kind of what they've been playing a lot. So maybe they're sandbagging the tournaments just so they can like bring this out for this final BO5. I mean, I could see that. I mean, I think it's not a bad strategy, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. TSM did get some deep boards here on red buff.
What do you think of Xayah as a champion overall? I've been trying to get different people's pulses. Like, is she a hard carry? Is like what?
Her late game skilling is pretty good. She has a good attack animation. She has a good steroid. Her W. Her feathers are pretty good at kiting backwards. I think she's pretty good overall as a carry. Her lane phase is not the strongest, but the Rakan is pretty good. I think this lane is favored for TSM early game, in my opinion. Unless DoubleLift makes a mistake, like gets W by Rakan, which she shouldn't be. So I think early game we're just gonna see TSM pushing for free probably, and just nothing happening, most likely.
Yeah, I think this matchup is like, it's a little bit Braum favored, but it's pretty dependent on the Xayah Rakan thing lands up. But I think people are too used to playing Xayah Rakan now against Xayah Rakan that no one's going to get punished by it. And it's almost impossible to win this lane as Xayah Rakan. And it's also different because Xayah Rakan is like its own champion. Like the matchups that you have that like have Xayah Rakan in versus Xayah by herself with a different champion, or like Rakan by himself, it just makes it a lot different. So Xayah Rakan actually is less punishing because you can actually dash forward as Rakan and come back more safely. And it makes this matchup hard to lose but hard to win. But whereas Braum can actually punch a little bit, but still really hard for either side to do anything. It's kind of harm.
Side note, DoubleLift has a Doran's Blade. That's very respectable.
You like it?
Yeah, I like Doran's Blade. Sometimes you can't buy it, but there's the kind of mistake I was talking about.
Wow, he got a flash
the lane is a free push for TSM, but if you make a bad mistake, then you get punished. But I think flashing there was not necessary because Biofrost had the Unbreakable already.
There's no reason to flash.
Yeah, that was a terrible flash. But that kind of mistake can get punished anyway, so you get a bad chunk there regardless of flashing or not. But
I don't think he would have gotten chunked at all. The shield's up. Like, Braum was just take some damage. and
worst case,
happen,
Braum would take some damage, and that was it.
Oh
so
no, Braum takes some damage
with his 3 health potions.
Yeah.
But yeah, there goes his flash.
I don't know. That was really weird to see. I think maybe first game jitters.
I mean, it's just standard B tier.
Also,
that's
alright.
Also, a little side note is that NA carries play with fearless masteries. The the honor MR mastery, as opposed to the summon spell mastery. So that is a 5-minute flash right there. So unicorns do have gang setup now. So they can flash W Rakan. Ivern can jump in with his slow and his root. So
you strongly believe Insight's
I
the better one,
DoubleLift has a
summoner?
5-minute flash here.
Yeah, 5-minute flash.
He does indeed have it. Samux probably has it too. But most EU carries play with the summon spell cooldown reduction.
Okay.
Depends on laning figures, I think. I think against LeBlanc or Syndra, Fierce is good. But sometimes flash is more important than Armor and MR.
Sure.
Xerxe is spotted by a ward.
It's funny too, because a lot of NA carries used to go
12 cunning.
Summer spells as well, but then he was started playing like too aggressive.
Oh!
Wow.
All right.
Oh yeah, we're botlane focused, right?
Oh, sorry. There we go. Yeah, Bjergsen's getting attacked. Goodbye. First blood. Of course, we're gonna catch skills when they do come in, but yeah, Xerxe got a great scrank, and so way to go DoubleLift. Way to let your mid laner die. Clearly his fault.
Also, Unicorns TSM see that Ivern is walking bot side and Kha'Zix walking top side, so that helps Unicorns. They can push for free here. I think most likely DoubleLift will be playing safe next couple of levels because he has a flash, so he's... yeah, that's why we're talking about the very unforgiving Xayah Rakan dashes. You can just go in, if it fails, you just go back out.
And he gets a courage shield anyway, so it's not like any damage is dealt to him.
It doesn't really cost much mana either to just jump in.
And he's got coin, so he gets the mana back. Do you actually like coin on Rakan now, like forever, because it got buffed?
That was nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not... Yeah, it's just too hard to proc Spell Thieves.
I agree.
A lot of champions have poke, Rakan's kind of like, I don't do damage.
Don't you think in melee matchups, maybe Spell Thieves is better? Since you can actually get the gold in melee matchups?
I mean, I agree with you, but like after having tried it so many times, I just feel like the coins is better now since when it got buffed. Before the buff, it was, you should go Spell Thieves just for more damage, but I don't really upgrade it anyway, so I just want more gold.
Yeah, it's good golden chem, and it's a lot of mana regen. It's more mana regen than the blue one gives you.
Arguably, like the coin item is better than the Spell Thieves item upgrade, since AP is not that useful on Rakan.
It's not bad actually. His scaling on his skills are not bad. It's just that
they have scalings.
Yeah, he has really good AP scalings everywhere.
His AP scaling is pretty, it's decent, but like you kind of want to be more tanky as Rakan because you're going in so aggressively.
Yeah, and the coin upgrades are actually cheaper, so you can get like farther in your build faster if you really want.
Oh.
Yeah. Does he have Colossus, by the way? I can't tell.
Yeah, he has Colossus.
That was a very nice stun.
Yeah, got a lot of damage in Hylissang. And Biofrost taking a big chunk as well.
Not the best drawback right there, Samux. Svenskeren is around. Oh,
that's rough.
Again, he's going for the jump exhaust. I don't think Hylissang can get out easily.
Yeah, jump.
It's pretty...
But doesn't have his dash to...
Okay.
Oh, it was a cooldown.
It might still be on cooldown. Now it's up.
Very aggressive.
They got close.
Yeah, his dash was on cooldown right there. They went to his ally, so it was a good time to all in, but didn't quite connect.
It's pretty hard to get Xayah Rakan, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Unless you can go on Xayah pre-6.
Yeah, pre-6 is not the hardest, but killing Xayah or Rakan after 6 is like trash Kalista kind of.
I think killing Rakan is like impossible, but you can kill Xayah, but it's really hard because Rakan's just gonna block.
Yeah, and when she gets 6, you can't.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a base here, gonna see a BF sword most likely for some.
Should be enough.
DoubleLift will probably also get a BF sword. You can go Blade if you want to, but most people nowadays go Essence Reaver or Infinity Edge.
Yeah, so talk to me about the three Ashe builds, like ER versus IE versus Ruin King.
I think Blade Ruin King is better in laning phase, has more optimal build path.
Let's talk about Hylissang roaming first.
Hylissang is mid here.
Ooh, that's a really good W.
Yeah.
But
Distortion.
It's LeBlanc.
Yeah.
But yeah, most any carries I've seen goes BF on Ashe into Essence Reaver. I think Essence Reaver sometimes is better. I mean, and so if you make use of your arrows like DoubleLift does most of his games, I think Essence Reaver is good. More arrows means more arrows mid that gets kills, so it's good. I think IH is more DPS. Blade Ruin King is better laning phase, better build path, better early game in my opinion, better like one item power spike. Also has lifesteal in it, so that's nice to have. It's more kind of a utility.
Sure.
This lane swap is, at least how they did versus us too, and they got punished really hard for it. Looks like it might pay off here though.
And I got the flash out. Nice cast too. One more hit.
Hit him.
One more hit. Samux. Oh, he's dead.
Flash.
Ish.
Oh my god.
What was that, man?
That was
My eyes.
some boosted stuff right there. Oh my god. That actually puts him so far behind though. It's not just one kill that you're looking at. You're looking at massive waves crashing to the bottom and top catching waves. It's not even temple. It's just like the massive gold. Like watch gold swing here. It's gonna be like 600 gold, 700 gold easily.
Why doesn't he hit the tower here?
He wanted to ward.
He knows where Ryze was. He saw Ryze in the ward, so he could just hit the tower here for free.
Yeah,
What's he doing? He's just oinking.
He's playing for his own safety in lane, I guess. He's actually AFK in Tribrush right now.
Actually,
he knows
watch
mid.
Oh,
arrow mid?
Yeah, he's gonna.
Oh, from downtown.
Oh!
All right, pop barrier. Better pop barrier.
Which I fence right now, no?
He's dead.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So we were judging DoubleLift right there, but it was all.
He was hiding Fox.
Yeah, dude. That was actually.
Actually, yeah. Maybe
that's why he picked Ashe. Like he knew going to the game that
he's gonna pick
arrows. Yeah.
And he didn't hit tower because he was looking for an arrow.
Yes,
and
it's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean that is.
That's why I'm saying as we were so good because you just arrow mid and you just find the guy without cleanse.
Oh my god.
To be fair, that is why he didn't hit turret though. He chose to go and Fox. Like, I know you're making jokes about it, but like that is why he went there.
He should have hit turret.
Yeah.
Really. That arrow is not supposed to land.
I think it's a risk play versus a no risk play.
Yeah, it's like no, he could have gone turret to half HP and they would be up in tempo and they'd just take first turret. That's what happened.
Oh, okay. So you actually rather he just get turret damage and have a low chance arrow than because this went through fog the whole time, right?
I mean, either that or basically he should have arrowed and then recalled and went top. Like they want to match the lane, right? They don't want to be like they win their lane, so they just match the lane. So he's just kind of wasting time. Me got too hypey with the arrow. That happens to me too. It gets excited and then you're like, all right, I forgot what to do now. But the top lane kill, I can't believe that happened that way. I thought it was a free kill.
It was.
I mean,
look.
I mean, free kill for TSM apparently.
Oh man. But yeah, I think there is a risk you play. If it misses, you just wasted your time not doing anything. You didn't hit the bot tower, but if it hits, it's obviously worth it. And
right.
It helped Bjergsen back in his lane now, so it was worth it in the end. But I feel like it's a mediocre risk play versus a low risk and good reward. So
I mean, the thing is, I also don't think he could have done both. He could have hit turret and then moved back.
Yeah,
and then arrow and then
instantly arrow
back. Yeah,
I agree.
But I mean,
so
like, if it works out, it works out. Like we can't really complain about that. Like
if the result is fine, it's always a good play.
Exactly.
Right?
That's not how it works. That is so not how it works.
Anyways, we're back to top lane here. 2v2 in the top lane now.
See bot lane? Come on, we're bot lane stream.
The thing is,
Svenskeren we gotta watch Gnar.
Oh yeah. Kha'Zix took
arrow.
Miss it.
Alright, see that one you missed.
The thing is, Kha'Zix took the Drake, so now the bot lanes are going top lane because Herald's up, so there's no like neutral objectives on the bot side of the map anymore. So now doing top lane is more worth it for both dual lanes because the Herald's up and contested.
It really feels like UOL was like, oh, we really don't want to lane. Oh, okay, let's fight.
They're gonna have to. Nice juke away by Biofrost.
Honestly, I feel like fighting with unicorns is kind of useless. They can't really do anything useful. Like they can't do enough damage to get anywhere with their pokes.
And this reminds me of like the Reddit there that was like, yo, unicorns can only win mid and late. Like they should just like avoid laning as much as possible and just like go even. And it's kind of like what they're doing. It's just I don't think that's how you play the game. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna swap like level 6 like for no reason.
I know CLG did that like that's a good knockup.
That was good. I don't know what's happening there.
Oh, Bio's just flashing away, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to yell Bio play on this one, but Sven's here.
Really bad for unicorns.
So a good jungler.
Alright.
Oh god.
Alright.
Yeah, I think Samux is dead too.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Alright, Quadra. Wait, this will be a triple.
Oh god.
Alright, triple, Quadra. No, okay, Gjerxe stole it.
I've seen this play before in European solo queue. I think it's called FF20 or 15.
FF15?
Yeah,
you have it now.
Actually, you just kind of AFK and then we'll just stop each other.
How do you like EU solo queue?
How is that? It's interesting. I don't think it's much different than NA actually. People actually tilt off the face of the earth like a minute into the game. Like there's not even minions spawning and they're like, I hate you already.
You picked Yasuo, I'm FFing.
Yeah, it's just something ridiculous. It'd be like, oh, you didn't buy an item, like you forgot to get a trinket. It's like, oh.
So yeah, huge disaster for unicorns.
Yeah, I mean that's a BG FF15.
So tell me what Biofrost is doing. Like break down the plays that Biofrost is making. I'm just picking a player.
All it is like they're just like trying to dive at Braum when their whole TSM's all rotating and have TP on the block. Like why? You can't make this play happen. It's a 4v4 under turret against a Braum of all people with an Ashe and a fed LeBlanc and Kha'Zix in the area. They have no vision to do this. This is kind of disrespecting. It's like if
really bad.
Nobody was there and it was a 2v4 dive, it would have been great, but if they have TP, if someone's coming up there, if Sven's in the area, they lose that, and they lost that because everyone was there, and TSM probably expected that dive.
Yeah, I can't see that dive ever like working out for unicorns. I don't know what they were thinking there.
I don't know.
LeBlanc was bot side, but he has TP, so he's always there. And TSM got a Herald off of that dive, so Herald basically means a tower nowadays. It almost takes half a tower from full HP, so Herald is basically like taking a tower. So it's probably soon we will see TSM pushing every lane.
You think top?
Yeah, or mid lane. Okay. Mid tower is the best tower in the game.
Generally play around the bot lane, so no matter where they go, that turret's gonna go. So
yeah, Bjergsen is moving up top right now from his mid lane. He has to push priority in mid lane so he can move first. So
and they're putting out wards. That's a very important part. So we can see if their jungler is coming up, and if their jungler is coming up, you just go on the jungler. Yeah, and you just stop rotate. They stop people from rotating, and then you kill the people in the turret.
They can kind of guarantee that it's like the 4v2 or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless you can one-shot people on the turret, which is very unlikely since they're both full HP and it's Xayah Rakan. Like, if they try to do the same thing, here we go.
Well, here's the wards in jungle, and they're going on the jungler. And they landed the arrow. Look at that. And they're all pressing R, and now they're going to kill him.
It's a very slow play.
Oh. Braum wants to knock. He's dead.
Yeah.
This is close.
Oh, nice. No, he didn't actually snare him.
Well, Chachi just solo killed Hauntzer on the bottom side, so that's something.
Meanwhile.
Ow.
But I think Hauntzer flashed to like stop TP or something and just died.
How does Gnar die when with Gragas?
I have no idea.
I think, oh my god, Hauntzer's been playing so whack. He's been trying to tower dive.
Whack.
Okay, I don't want to, like, it's been pretty bad, but like straight up he just kind of tries to tower dive every top laner, and especially against Chachi, this is the second time he's died to him by trying to dive him. It's a little ridiculous. I mean, maybe they're trying stuff, you know, like testing his limits, but
like we're winning. I gotta make this game close.
Yeah, I mean, this game is not close. Like that was so the difference between this play and the one that Unicorns made is that TSM got vision and then went on the people who were under turret, and that's what you're supposed to do. If Unicorns did the same thing, that would have win a lot better. But there's no way they would have won that 4v4 regardless, just because TSM's fight at this point in the game is way stronger.
Also, TSM has like the better vision in this area. Like they have wards almost everywhere, so they can choose the fight they want to take.
Right, but also they're stronger at this point in the game. Ryze is not scaled up yet, and what's it called? Ivern doesn't even do much here. He has his Redemption, which is great, but Redemption is so weak now that it doesn't do enough here. And Zarkons are late because they're not the first one to rotate because they have no vision.
That was a nice volley right there. I think it wasn't even meant for Ivern back to kill him on the back. Also, Samux wasn't moving that fight earlier enough. He was at the tower farming a minion wave.
It's hard though because you don't have vision. You don't know what they're doing, and that's like I feel like a big thing about this tournament so far is just the vision control. And I didn't really realize it when I was playing the game. I just tried to play my game, but like there's actually a huge lack of vision from the just European teams in general. I think G2 actually did really well with vision. You guys actually played really well the second time we played, guys, and I was like pretty impressed.
Are you saying that because we on this together?
No. I was actually thinking that the whole time. Like, I thought you guys were doing really well on the last day. I don't really know about the second day. That was just unlucky.
Really
but I mean, on the third day, you guys were like, we were like in a pretty bad spot. And that was like the only game where we felt like we weren't in control for a little bit.
Anyways, here, TSM put the bot lane back to the bot side of the map.
They're just rotating your next trade. It's just
they're taking the tower first here.
Play.
Unicorn bot lane is basing.
Oh man, this is a slaughter.
So I want to switch, it's like probably over this point, they're up 5k, but I want to switch vision to just TSM and start talking about, because as support's job, you've got the sweep, you've got control wards, you're going to play for vision. Let's start talking about TSM setting up for the next major objectives. If we can get Fog of War on just TSM's side and start talking about, we'll just keep it there for probably the rest of the game. The types of moves TSM's going to make now with their vision.
Well, so first off, they want to take this tower. Then they want to base for tempo. Goes top side of the map. Baron isn't even...
Okay, double charm.
Not sure what this play is.
It's 2v2. It's a 4v2.
No, 4v4.
Yep, here comes the TPs. Okay, 5v4.
What?
5v5?
What's happening, by the way? I don't know.
I don't know. But they're attacking each other and double attacking from the back line.
Oh, that was nice together.
Bile's almost dead. Chachi can ult him. Oh, it's down.
I think...
Alright. Chachi's maybe dead. Chachi's dead. Alright. Good fight. Daisy died too, unlucky.
It's just so hard. They're so far behind at this point.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like a desperation fight that they don't need to take. TSM, that is, but Unicorns just need to do something because I don't think they even outscale like TSM that hard. I mean, Ryze is good, Ivern is fine, I guess. Gragas is the tank, Gnar is the pusher, but it feels like Unicorns are just desperate for a play here and they can't get a good play anywhere.
They're just trying to scrap them and they're just getting out scrapped because
trying
they're
to like
so
salvage the situation a little bit, but
yeah, their champion is not very good outside of some really clutch play, like with the Ryze.
I really think that
Gragas.
the Braum is doing work against the Rakan here.
Yeah, no, Braum is so good against Rakan. I hate playing against Braum as Rakan. I mean, it's playable, but you see like situations like this where Braum doesn't need to do too much. You just kind of put the shield up. You kind of auto somebody, you do more than the Rakan in team fight. And
that explains the point you're making earlier, where Xayah Rakan is not a very good blind pick, especially when Braum is so common. He's like the go-to support in the first place. Like both those champions get soft countered by Braum.
Exactly.
His best champion too.
Xayah Rakan was actually really good during like the Lulu and Zyra meta, where like people were not ready for it and they can get one shot.
At the beginning of 7-9 and stuff.
Yeah, and then Braum just comes out. He's just like, I have a shield, guys. Like you can't even hit feathers behind me. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
And he's so damn tanky too. It's just, oh man, I really don't like the way they drafted, and they're not playing it well either. So I don't want to criticize them for it, because like obviously they went into this and they were confident, like they trusted the draft, they wanted this to work out, and they picked it themselves. But they have to do something different the next game. There's no way they're doing the exact same thing. And I don't know if they really have an answer with like the Twitch and the Thresh. And this tournament just hasn't really shown that they have like the ability to win games that they aren't able to scrap out of.
Well, certainly the landing phase is bad, so.
Back to your question, Phreak. I think now TSM should look to control the top side of the map, where Baron is spawning in 30 seconds. They can't really kill the Baron yet, because they don't have like tank or damage to kill it in front of Unicorn's face, but they want to control the top side of the map, maybe play for the top tower, the tier 2 tower, where Bjergsen is. They're moving into a 1-3-1 now, which means that TSM pushes mid first. Hold on.
Ooh, good charm knockup, and the root.
Good charm by...
I think he's kind of good away though. They kind of layered CC badly. Like he was charmed and knocked up, and like they layered Ryze over it.
Banshees.
Yeah, it's so hard to kill.
It's like a salvage kind of play. You're trying to get something, but now TSM will push the midway first, as you see that.
They walk in for vision. Really important.
Yeah, can we switch to TSM vision real quick, please? And keep it there as they're being set up. And look at this vision. They see everything.
So now Double pushes first. He moves with Biofrost.
Mid party is super important. They got mid party, you walk in for vision, go back to mid, push it out again. Look for turret, 3-1.
And this game, they're so far ahead, they need to hit the tower in their faces like this. Normally you can't go mid like this normally in a game, but without AK gold at this time, you can just take mid tower in their faces. And they'll probably just push next wave mid in a second. You will see someone moving back mid lane to take the wave. And then they'll go top side, take top tower in their faces again.
Thing is, they're so far ahead, they can do whatever they want. They don't have to go mid. Like, UOL can't go mid. They're gonna be like, yo, let's push mid. Like, they're missing. And normally, if you're in an even game, you could. But when you're this far behind, you can't.
Normally, you want to get a mid wave there as DoubleLift or as someone else. Just take the wave to have more pressure. But Unicorns can't go mid anyway, so you don't have to do anything.
Exactly. I would say they're like slacking a little bit in their mid priority, but it doesn't even matter. Like, that's why, like, when I see games of teams that are so far ahead and like, oh, they're so good at rotating. Like, it's not because they're good at rotating, it's because you can't get punished for it. And only in even games or behind games, you really see how good teams are at rotating. If you're losing a game when you're rotating, when you're ahead, you mess up majorly, or any team just had a super clutch play.
I mean, I've cast NA LCS. I've seen plenty of 9,000 gold leads take 50 minutes to close out.
Okay, let's be real here. Like, I'm not exactly like a god at rotating either. My teams have not exactly, you know, been able to close every single game like this, but I'm not impressed by this, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
Especially, I know for a fact there's no way TSM will lose this game.
So I think now TSM wants to get the Mountain Drake. They can't play for Baron yet. It's too early in the game to take the Baron, so they want to get that Drake now. It's a Mountain Drake as well. It's very good for taking Baron. So I think after they get this Baron, they will all recall, get new wards, and then they'll go topside for the Baron. And then I think they'll get a Baron very, very easily, where either they will kill everyone with Unicorns.
Then they rooted her, and the arrow lands. And the Charmeleon gets the tank, so useful fight.
Oh,
jeez, he's almost dead.
That was... I guess that works. Like, they just walked behind them and just like threw some skill shots at them and just almost killed all of them.
Unicorns almost dead. Can't win anymore, I think.
This is so hard. I mean, TSM is going to have a second Mountain Dragon, and that means Baron's going to go down in a couple seconds. So basically what's going to happen, big Dragon, reset, go Baron vision, take Baron.
New wards, put wards to Baron. If Unicorns come, they'll just kill them. They have LeBlanc, they have so much CC, catch potential, pick potential, and
they're just checking the boxes.
Unicorns will just give up the Baron, and then they will lose. But if they go for Baron, they will lose anyway. So it's kind of like, what do we do, guys? Do we just fight an inhibitor, or do we just give up Baron and lose? Do we
so
fight
what do you
Baron?
choose, right? I mean, I know you're not going to literally forfeit an LCS game, but like
you choose whatever you think is the worst of the worst.
I think at this point you have to try to, like, if you have cooldowns, you just fight the Baron. Like, you're not gonna, it's not gonna be any different under your base at this point.
Oh, he's caught. There's TP behind him, and Exhaust is on. I think he can't live.
No ult either.
And he's stunned. Yeah, there's no way out.
So that's probably Baron. Oh, arrow.
Oh!
Wow.
Nice.
Oh! What's that hit? That is.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, that was actually sick.
That was the best play of this game.
Yeah, Look at Samux player cam.
It was.
Look at his player cam. He knows it's over.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Take a Baron here.
Yeah, that was actually really sick.
Yeah, that was sick. Well, that's a
It's too bad it doesn't matter.
probably a free Baron.
Yeah.
Still
I don't
cool,
think
though.
there's any Baron steal shenanigans here.
No, no one's in range.
Gone, and I think TSM can just run down one lane and just hit the tower in their faces. We have a QSS on DoubleLift as well. I like it against Rakan, against Exileh's Ryze 2. It's.
Wait, how do you feel about the QSS against Rakan? I feel like it's so hard to use.
I feel like it's good if you have flash or a dash, because you can cleanse his charm and then dash out of his W. But like Lucian, for example, can just cleanse his charm and flash away or dash away.
I see.
Rather.
So you don't like cleanse the knockup then?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it doesn't. You can cleanse flash out of a knockup,
Right.
but yeah, it's for like.
Just against Rakan only works if you have flash up or if you have a dash in your
Right.
champion, like Lucian, for example, or something.
Yeah.
But this game, it doesn't really work, but it also works against Ivern and Ryze as well, so it's fine pickup.
Yeah,
Also, Hurricane is good against Ivern, has Daisy, you have Gragas and Ivern really frontline champions. So yeah, I think Hurricane is a good pick up this game. Also, Phreak loves Hurricane, I heard.
Yeah, I think the item is like again, Static Shift got huge buffs in the 7.9 like Zeal item changes, and then so did Hurricane. And so everyone's like on Static Shift now, but I think people are underrating Hurricane really bad, especially because you're in a very often like 3 melee meta, right? Like this is Rakan, Gragas. Okay, Ivern's half melee, but like Daisy's up there.
Yeah.
So you're hitting 3 targets like really frequently. It's like actually a really good meta for Hurricane.
Also,
so how much damage does it do?
It's 40% of total attack damage, and it crits.
Would you say it does tons of damage?
It does tons of damage. It absolutely does tons of damage. I didn't know you were baiting me for that, but they were
I was sending you a friend.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
I
that.
saw it coming through.
Thanks, man.
Also, another thing with the Hurricane is that I think. Hang on.
Very good with that.
Getting caught.
Yep. Okay.
Man.
Oh. Okay. Charm on 1. They knocked out Biofrost, but he's too tanky, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
they almost got
He
double.
still has flash. He still has flash.
And his QSS.
Yeah.
Alright, there's the Rakan kill.
This is sad.
Jesus.
Anyways, let's talk about items because this game is over. So
of course, no,
I
it's
think
totally
with the
fine.
Hurricane, you can get the Executioner's Calling into last week's
Oh, yeah.
Because against Ivern, you have heal, redemption, Iron Sensor, Gragas has his inherent heal, you have wallers on the Samux.
I agree.
So if you get that Executioner's Calling, you can proc the previous runes on everyone with the Hurricane, which has some use in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As opposed to the shift damage. Kind of less damage than you would reduce healing anyways, so
I agree.
There's that.
That's true.
Speaking of items, did you know Wind Speakers gets triple value with Redemption like the other heal shield items do?
I assume that, but no one even goes Wind Speakers anymore.
He had no idea. He just told you.
I mean, I just assumed so. I looked at it, I was like, okay, maybe I should try it, but I just don't go.
Right.
Wind
I mean, no one
Speakers.
plays Karma Lulu anymore. Really.
Yeah, and even on Karma Lulu, you still go. Which one? Thunderlords. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because everyone just goes for lane. At least in NA. In EU, I feel like it might be different. I feel like.
Okay.
I feel like I'll just go Wind Speakers on everybody.
So DoubleLift bought a Scimitar from his QSS. I think that was because he didn't have gold for anything else. Like, so he thought, I can buy a BF sword or I can buy.
It's like 2,600.
Yeah.
About 2,000.
It's 200k if you have a QSS already. So I think he just bought that upgrade because he couldn't buy like an IH or something else more useful than that. So he just bought.
Who's calling?
Yeah, true, but I mean you could buy that and a BF sword. Maybe that would be good, but Scimitar is a really good item. Completed.
Yeah.
Lifesteal, MR, AD, and the unique active is so good, so I think it's good buy by him.
It's totally fine, yeah.
Samux, however, doesn't have luxury. He's down one full item.
He can go AP at this point.
He has his stabbies. Not doing too much against LeBlanc, but...
You should go on Morellas, actually. The CDR would been really good.
Samux?
No.
LeBlanc?
Ashe.
Morello's on Ashe.
Yeah, I mean, because at this point,
the last 10
more,
CDR?
Yeah, just
more arrows?
CDR. Yeah, more arrows.
Okay.
If you want arrows, you can go Death Dance, maybe.
XD.
Oh wait, he has a Essence Root. So he has.
Yeah, he's at 30.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, you can give the 10. No, I mean I'm still on your side.
Tell us about Biofrost build, because he has the what's it called? Face the Mountain.
Oh yeah, it's
Do you
fine.
think that's good?
Yeah, I mean, when you're this far ahead, you can build whatever you want. What tilts me though is when people build Knight's Vow on the ranged sports. Like the Bard or like
a Thresh.
I'm just like, wait,
there's no point.
Yeah, it's like there's like nothing. Have you like looked at the values that Knight's Vow actually gives you?
It's so small. It's like 6% at that point.
Yeah, no, the numbers even says, you know, like how like tracks the numbers. It'd be like redirected like 100 damage. It's like, okay.
I'm sure glad I bought this item.
Oh, that was thinking.
Oh, they got him.
TJ? He did not do it.
No. Okay, he lived. I'm kidding. Okay, they got another Ashe. He's winning all of them, to be fair, double it. Yeah, but these team fights are just like, they're over because of the 10,000 gold lead.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that double knockup. That was really
He
soon.
still had flash.
Yeah, I think he's just like at the point where the game's over.
QSS.
So he's trying to get some more KDA before the game is over. Like,
but he lost the KDA though.
Yeah, I mean that was like the backfire a little bit. But
yeah. It's like when you die fountain, but you like actually don't kill the guy.
Yeah, it's like when you're at the end of the Nexus and you're trying to hit the minions to get more CS per minute. And
yeah. I need that 10.4 CS per
some
minute.
more eSports stats. But,
yeah, I've seen. No, I've had teammates that like just jokingly been like, yo, let me finish this minions.
Like, deep inside, you're like really.
Oh yeah.
Hear all the cast like Phreak talking about your CS per minute, and you're like, I must kill all the minions at Nexus because I need more CS per minute.
I need your stats to be higher so I can call you good.
Same thing with DoubleLift. I mean, Bjergsen here is just like, and Biofrost and Hauntzer are just chasing people for kills because more eSports stats. You know?
Higher KDA means maybe you'll be A tier. Like it's very important, obviously.
That's true. That's true. I want to be A tier one day. Yeah, that's my dream.
Okay, well.
Is there S tier? Is that
there's an S tier if someone deserves S tier. Like Mike Young's obviously S tier.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I don't know, but
Earthquake duel.
Oh, he got him.
That flash.
That boomerang though.
Nice.
You got the laugh in there too.
And there's 3 total kills.
So that is getting made fun of at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they're 18,000 down. Like this is. I think you were saying unimpressive.
The good thing about League of Legends, I've seen so many like game 2 turnbacks, like turnarounds. Like, it's just a new game. Like the draft is different. Like you start at 0-0. It's just when it looks like this, it feels really bad when you watch it. But in reality, the players are just like, we just lost one game.
Yeah, if you're unicorns, you're already talking like in the game. So guys, what happened in this game? Why are we getting stomped like this?
Yeah,
what do we do next game? What side are we next game? Do we choose? I don't know who has side selection in those games, but if unicorns chooses, maybe they'll go red side this game and pick something else. What do we ban next game? Should we ban like LeBlanc because he's 8-1-8, or should we ban AShe arrow because he has no scope on every arrow? What do we do next game? You know, you talk about all the scenarios you can do for next game to improve your draft, improve your early game. Also, our lanes are good. Our dive top lane was really bad in the early game. Team fight here, everyone's dying from unicorns. Hauntzer is happy.
Okay, he died too. Good damage from Samux.
All attacking the minions.
You got Hurricane, he's hitting everything at once.
Yeah, they're doing some really good team fights. I'm not gonna lie, like, you'd be down 20k gold and like still get a kill out of that. It's pretty impressive to me.
Imagine if they weren't down 20,000 gold.
Nice storm. Taking the stun from Braum.
I mean, thing is that like it's great that they can play team fights well.
Oh, alright, they're dead. I think it's over.
I think it's over too.
Just end it, please.
Yeah.
Stop the
high quality analysis. I think this game is actually over.
Next.
4 kills, 1 turret. Not a lot game by unicorns.
I think a really big thing though is that like looking at their fundamentals, it's very lacking. Like that's the biggest takeaway from these games. When it's such a big stomp, like how they win isn't the big deal. It's like how they got the small leads in the first place. And the way that UOL was playing was like very disrespectful, very uncoordinated, not really thinking about vision. And that was really punishing in any game that's going to be punishing. And I don't see how they can fix that from game to game, but maybe they can. Like there's sometimes things just click, and maybe it does for them, but they have to really be careful on their vision because TSM's really good at vision. That's kind of been their forte this whole season, many seasons. And if they can't improve on that, can't play around their own vision, can't play around TSM's vision, they're not going to do well.
Well, I think the way unicorns do their like post-game bot review or discussions is like, so guys, our picks are bad, our picks are bad. No, but we lost one team fight here. So next time, win team fight. Yeah. Nice. Next game, guys.
I don't even know if that's the case in this one. Maybe like don't dive top next time. I don't know. Like that's such a rookie. Like I have
don't make that mistake again.
Yeah, it's like okay, next time just don't dive. Like what do we do instead though? Like you have to kind of instead of saying no, I think it's much better to be like, oh, let's do this instead.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they have the answer to that because it didn't seem like they did.
Also, I think the draft is a huge problem in this game. Rakan, they picked it before, it didn't work. Picked it again, didn't work again. Maybe don't pick it so early in the draft. Don't blind pick into Braum.
Yeah, or ban Braum and blind it and try harder. You know,
ban both Braum and Tamkane. So play against something like a Lulu or you know,
I think that's probably the best way they can play it out at this point, just because the way they play the game, they like Blitzcrank Thresh. Probably just ban out the stuff they can't play against and the stuff that's hard for them to play against.
All right, we'll see what it ends up being. We're going to toss it down to the analyst desk, then we'll be back for game 2. See ya.
I immediately want to take a look at the turret dives very early on in the